What's up, everyone? Today I want to talk about a trademark infringement that I recently got on YouTube.
What's on Jay's mind?
So recently I got a notification from YouTube that I had a video removed for trademark infringement. I'm gonna read this to you real quick. You can follow along. Jordan, please put this on the screen. This is to notify you that we have received a trademark complaint from Food Chasers regarding your content. Okay, so the complaint was from someone called Food Chasers. Now, yes, I do a series where basically me and the guys, whenever we're out eating, if I see a restaurant that I deem necessary to film in and let people know about, and we taste the food, okay? And we give our opinions on what we just ordered and whatnot. And we call it the Food Chasers. Why? Because, well, it's an obvious spin-off slash rip-off of the Game Chasers. So the video in question here was at Winstead's in Kansas City. Anyhow, it says, upon our analysis of the claim, we have removed the content in question. Your analysis of the claim. What was the analysis of the claim? It doesn't say. For more information, please review our community guidelines at YouTube, community guidelines, whatever. Sincerely, the YouTube team. Looking at the community guidelines isn't gonna tell me what the issue was. I can only assume from Food Chasers, there is an app called Food Chasers, and their presence on Twitter isn't that big. Their presence on YouTube isn't that big, non-existent. Billy Ash said he found a YouTube channel that may have been them. Anyways, their Instagram following is pretty large, 67,000 and some change or something like that. But apparently they went and they trademarked the term Food Chasers. Okay, now this is why this is so concerning. I mean, do I care my video got removed? Sure, who doesn't? Couple things though. One, all they had to do is send me a letter, a cease and desist, an email saying, hey, we have this trademarked, you're using our name. Because I completely understand people trying to build their brand and build their channels or whatever the case may be, build their product and whatnot like that. And you may not want somebody stepping on your toes, so to speak, or I mean, hell, I'll even say in this case, dumbing down the name. You know, I was gonna say jack off a lot, but you know, we're not super serious. We don't take ourselves serious. But would I have liked it? No. However, I'm not an idiot, and I could see with something like that, hey, okay, this is theirs. I'm technically breaking the law by using this and titling my video this. Give me a chance to change the title of my video. That wasn't done. I received nothing. All I received was this trademark infringement notice. But if there's no YouTube video, or even if there is, I guess, a YouTube channel, this kind of opens up a whole new Pandora's box. Is this going to be the big problem in 2017? You know, this doesn't fall under fair use, because they actually have a trademark for the phrase Food Chasers. What's gonna stop people from going and trademarking anything and then going and flagging every single video on it, taking the video down completely or taking the monetization on it because of a title, things like that. I don't want to keep beating this dead horse, but this is kind of a thing that the Fine Brothers were doing. They were flagging videos with reaction in the title, stuff like that. And then they went off and they tried to actually trademark that phrase, react, something and react. And that was blocked. That didn't happen. You know, anyone who tries to trademark something, there's a process that it has to go through, and people can dispute the trademark. Obviously, these people, Food Chasers, they got away with it. So now they're taking down videos, and I use that plurally because it wasn't just mine. OK Chief has a show of the same title. He was actually doing it first. And they took down one of his videos. And at first I thought maybe it was this restaurant Winstead's, but then he told me that he had one too for a completely, different, unrelated video, unrelated restaurants. Because the thing was, why just do one of my videos titled Food Chasers and not the rest? And still I'm kind of questioning, why did they just do one and not the rest? If they found that one, they clearly could have found the others. Same with OK Chief. I mean, I think he has like 40 of them or something like that. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but like I said earlier, the biggest concern is what's going to stop people from just trademarking phrases, trademarking, things like, well, let's play, for instance, and then flagging all those videos and taking all those videos down. Sony actually tried to trademark the phrase "let's play," and that was stopped and blocked also. What their intent was doing that, I don't know. We can only speculate. I don't even want to speculate on that or try to give anybody benefit of doubt on this or anything like that right now. But if someone like Sony tries to trademark a phrase like "let's play," it's not going to fly under the radar. But if some troll out there just decides to go and start trademarking people's names of their shows that they've built years or spent years building, like OK Chief 420 or The Game Chasers or 8-Bit Eric or Alpha Mega Sin or anybody, any of my friends, they're going to be able to do that and most likely get away with it unless we do it first. And then they can go and they can start flagging all of our videos or asking for the money's made on all those videos, because Nintendo does that. Nintendo is the biggest, I don't want to call them culprits, but they're known for doing stuff like this. They're known for flagging videos. They're known for taking the monetization on videos. It's happened to me before on this channel. And again, I can respect that nobody wants their work copied or whatever, but with Nintendo, things fall under fair use. With trademark infringement, it doesn't work that way. I don't know all the laws, and I haven't really found anyone who can completely explain them to me either. Not even my network manager, my MCN, but because they just haven't had to really deal with this yet. So this could be a potential problem. This could be a potential problem for trolls. Trolls out there, they like to do what they can to destroy YouTubers and destroy YouTube channels and anything and everything. Click bombing. Okay, everybody knows what that is. That's a thing. Is this going to be the next thing where people are going and trademarking titles and phrases and words so people can't upload videos? Now I'm just going to go in. I'm going to change all the titles of all those videos. That's all I'm going to do with this. So, I put this on Twitter last night. I had a lot of people retweet it and a lot of people share it and stuff like that. And Chadtronic actually said, what if this was a news story or something like that? Are they going to be able to, let's pretend for a minute I'm Channel 4 News. Everybody has a Channel 4 News, right? And I'm doing a story and I say Food Chasers, or that's on the screen for some reason. Are they going to be able to be like, oh, you can't do that, you can't use that, I want this entire broadcast removed or this portion of the broadcast removed? Like, where are the lines drawn here? And the problem, a bigger problem than even that is YouTube is getting to a point, well, I think they've always been to this point actually, but YouTube does not allow you to fix any kind of potential problems like this. They don't allow you, they don't want to hear your side of the story basically. So if somebody comes on and says, hey, I own that, they're most likely going to side with the person who said that. Instead of contacting me and going, hey, they said they own this trademark Food Chasers. You got a few options. You can either change the title, you can choose to let them take the monetization on your video, or we can just take the video down completely. Why wasn't that an option? How come YouTube does nothing to protect the content creators with anything? Fair use, trademark infringement, with nothing. They do nothing to protect us. And I don't want to seem like I'm coming across here sitting on camera, oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. Let me just sit around, make videos and try to make money on it, and poor me because YouTube don't have my back. But YouTube doesn't have anyone's back. And you would think the content creators are how YouTube is making their money. Because without these videos, there's no ads running in front of them. Without the ads, YouTube doesn't make any money. It's one of these like ecosystems that everybody has to scratch each other's back in, and YouTube isn't doing it. YouTube, instead of scratching your back, they're clawing your fucking eyes out. I would say it's getting old, but it's been old. It's not getting, it's there. It's old. YouTube, help us out here. Do something, you know, contact me and say, hey, we got this claim against you. There's nothing you can do unless you're with an MCN, a multi-channel network. There's not a whole lot you can do. Luckily, I'm with one, and a pretty damn good one at that. And I'll plug them right now. I don't give a shit. Screenwave Media. I've had issues on my channel before, and they've gone and fought for it and battled, you know, against whatever the claim was and won. But with trademark infringement, this is kind of uncharted territory. Even for my MCN, they were like, well, we don't really know how to handle this. Like, it's not something that can easily just be overturned, you know. And their advice to me, which I'll probably do, is just re-upload the video, change the name of it. And I already thought about doing that, and change the name of anything else that says Food Chasers on my channel, which again, I'd already thought about doing that too. But I guess in closing, is this the next problem? Is it, you know, fair use was a problem, click bombing was a problem. Now is it going to be trademark infringement? So I urge you people out there, any of my fellow YouTubers, no matter how big or small your channel is, do what we did. Go and get your name, your show name, get it trademarked, and protect yourself. Protect yourself. And yeah, I know it costs money and it sucks that you got to put out money to protect yourself like this, but you know, basically if you've had a channel up for 10 years and you're not protected, somebody can go and trademark your channel name and then royally fuck you over. And especially if this is how you make your money and your livelihood depends on YouTube, like for a lot of us it does, you definitely want to protect yourself. So I don't know. That's my thoughts on this matter. Please, y'all, let me know what y'all think below. Share this video around. You know, people always say, don't matter how big or small your channel, you need to speak up. You need to say something. Well, okay, here I am. I'm a small channel, 16,000 subs. I'm speaking up. I'm saying something. So help this get around. Let people know what's going on here. And I don't know. Let's try to figure out a solution together on all of this, because if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody out there.